Okay, this is going to be your lesson on how to use the new intranet system for adding parents, children, setting up their relationships, and setting them up for what programs those children are in. So the first thing you need to know is to go to the right place, which is carpediempreschool.com/intranet/login.php. And all this stuff I'll include in the email as well. And so just simply enter in your username, which is included in the email, and click on login. And it does a little flash right there. It takes a second, and then we should get here. First thing you should notice is your name up here in the upper right hand corner and the logout button for when you're done. And then a series of tabs. The only tab we're concerned with right now is the Community tab. So click on Community, and then you'll get this. And let's just do a real high-level overview of what we're looking at here. We have two tabs underneath Community. One is Adults, and one is Children. And Adults tab is where we deal with the parent information, and we can see if they have any related children. And conversely, the Children tab is where we set up child information, obviously, and we can see if they have any related adults. So let's go through the process of adding a set of brand new parents and then adding in their child and taking the process all the way through. So the first thing you do is you come down to the bottom and you'll see the Add New Adult button. You click on that, and obviously let's drop down the school button, and they're going to be in Frisco, and this is the login and the password for their webcam access. So let me put in, and then their password, whatever system you guys follow. Drop down their salutation, and this is Mr. William. First to go by Bill. Don't have his middle name, and his last name is Shatner. And he is a male, and he lives on 1234 Enterprise Lane in Suite 456, and that's in Frisco, Texas. One little trick on the state: you could just hit the T key twice, like everything else, and these are only here because I'm using Firefox. If you're using Firefox, which I recommend, that'll be there for you as well. Their home telephone number, cell phone number, something to that effect, their email address, directory approved. This field is from the enrollment application. Does this parent approve of us including their contact information in a directory that we give to other parents, for organizing birthday parties and stuff like that? These other fields, we're going to skip over professional. This is going to be for a feature we're going to add later on. But if we do have their work information, I would recommend that we start to gather that. But right now I understand that we probably are not getting that information. So this is what we need right now. So we can hit Add Adult. And basically the screen is returned. Now we have the current adult is William Shatner, and you see all of that person's fields here in read-only format. We're not able to edit any of that information. If we want to edit our current adult, we just go over here to the Edit button, and then we can make any change that we like. Let's change their password a little bit. And then we get a message, adult edited successfully, hit OK, and there you go. So let's go ahead and go through the process of adding his wife. Again, it's Frisco, and this is Mrs. Let's call her Samantha, and she prefers to go by Sam for whatever reason. She's a female. And I do realize that we don't really want to enter in the home address for married couples or couples living together twice. So in the next version of the system, I'll address that to where we can link the addresses for adults. But for right now, just please enter in the address twice. And again, if you're using Firefox, it's going to start to give it to you anyways as you go through. Oops. And she is Sam at StarTrek.com. And does she approve? Yes, she does. She has no choice. Add adult. Okay, there we go. So we have William and Samantha Shatner added. And if we go over to the Related Children tab, we can see that Samantha doesn't have any children. And if we wanted to see about William, we can do a search adult right here and pick any school that we'd like. And we don't quite remember how to spell his last name, so we're just going to put an SH in the last name field and hit search. And there's all of our parents in Frisco that begin with the last name of SH, and we can see that we have William and Samantha here. And so let's pick William, and he becomes our current adult, and we can go to Related Children and see that he doesn't have any kids. This all makes sense. So our basic functionality here in adults is adding new adults, searching for adults. After you do a search and you bring them back, you can click on edit and edit any information you like. So that is it for basically adults. So now let's go through the process of the children. And so you go over to the child module, and the same functionality, same sort of thing exists here. You can add a new child, you can search for an existing one, or you could edit one if we had a current child set up. So let's go through the process of adding a new child. Click on Add New Child. Yes, they are active, and they are active in our Frisco school. And you saw that little flash there. That's because when I picked school, it had to populate this drop down over here for programs. So if I were to change that to Richardson, I'm going to get that little flash again, and now I've got the Richardson programs over here. So that's what's going on when you get that little delay. So again, I'm going to change it back to Frisco. And our child's name is Timothy, and he prefers to go by Timmy. He really doesn't, but just for the purposes of this demonstration. And when is little Timmy's birth date? So we could enter it in if you like. Something like that, if you just want to enter it off the key or use that little control. And he is a male, and he enrolled yesterday. He hasn't withdrawn yet, and from the application, he is Carpe Diem Transport approved, but he's scared of water, so we're going to say he's not water approved. And his current program, he is going to be in the younger toddler program 104, and his current schedule is he doesn't really like carpe diem, so we're only going to make him go. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full days. And then this little bit, next year program and next year schedule, this is where we're going to be able to start doing our planning for the next school year a lot earlier. So if we know this will be populated with the programs that we're planning for the next school year, and we can go ahead and set it up and start moving kids, not really moving them, leaving them with their current program until the actual day of the new school year, and then this thing would kick in. So right now I've just got it sort of dummied up, and little Timmy's going to have to go full time next year. And that's it. Click on Add Child. So our current child is Timothy Shatner, and we could edit his information if we got something wrong. Other than that, let's see if he's got any related adults. Oh, Timmy's an orphan. That's sad. So let's give Timmy some parents. So we've got the search adult button right here. So let's do a search, and we're going to search in Frisco, and we can never remember how to spell. There we are. So we have William and Samantha. So let's set up William first. So we can hit select, hit next, and what is the adult's relationship to the child? Dad? Is he a legal custodian? Yes. Is he responsible for tuition payment? Yes. Is the child's home address the same as the adult? Yes. Done. And there we are. We have our first adult, first adult for little Timmy here, William Shatner. And then to add mom, we'll just do search adult again. And the nice thing about this screen is it remembers your previous search. So in that case, we got both of them back. So now we're going to pick Samantha, hit next, and she's mom. And for whatever reason, she's not responsible for tuition payment. Don't know why. Done. So here we are. We've got our two adults related to Timmy, and then let's double check it and see how this works. So let's go back over to the adults module and see. Let's do a search adult, Frisco, Shaw, search, Samantha, select, and then we can see that Samantha, if we go over here to related children, has Timothy Shatner as the mother, and we can do a search again and then go look at William Shatner. Select William Shatner's related children. He's Timothy Shatner's father. And that, folks, is it in a nutshell. That's all you've got to do with this system right now. And that's it. Hit the logout button, and you're done.